In this video, we're going to talk about indices, and we're going to try to understand the concept by solving some examples under indices. So let's take our first problem here. We have 5b squared multiplying 2b squared. So anytime you have a constant and a number, the same base number, multiplying themselves, you first of all multiply the constants in this case. So I would be saying 5 times 2, and since the base number b and b corresponds in each of these respective numbers, I'll be adding up their index or indices. So this is 2 plus 2, which is equal to 5 times 2 is 10, and then b, 2 plus 2, 4. So the answer to this problem is 10b raised to the power of 4. So let's take the next problem. The next problem is basically the same thing. So you deal with like bases. So the constants divide themselves and the like bases divide themselves. The results in this form, you have 12 divided by 3, which is equal to 12 divided by 3, and then you have x raised to the power of 4. Anytime you're dividing a base number by another base number, you're basically subtracting the powers in indices. So you're saying 4 minus 4. So this division is reflected in terms of a negative in their powers. For this case, it was reflected in the form of a positive in their powers, that's adding their power together. So in this case, I'll be saying x raised to the power of 4 minus 4, that's the power of x here, and I'll be saying y raised to the power of 3, that's the power of y here, minus 2. So the results would ultimately become 12 divided by 3 is 4, and then x raised to the power of 4 minus 4 is x raised to the power of 0, and then y raised to the power of 3 minus 2 is y raised to the power of 1. Remember, any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1, so our x here in this case is automatically equal to 1, which gives us a value of 4y. So the result to this problem is 4y. Now let's take the third question. So in this third question, we have a bracket outside of here, and then we have a minus 3 constant. One law of indices I would like you to take note of is the one that, say you have a to the power of 3, and then you have a squared outside the bracket. This would be implying, say, a to the power of 3 times a to the power of 3, which is ultimately a to the power of 6. Or in simple form, you just basically multiply this 2 and your 3, so that a will power 6 instantly. So let's deal with this problem with this idea now grasped. So we have negative 3. 4 times the power of 1 for d here is d raised to the power of 4. 4 times the power of 3 for e is e to the power of 12. To the power of 12, not negative 12. To the power of 12. So the result to this problem is basically negative 3 d raised to the power of 4 e raised to the power of 12. Now I'd like you to try out this one by yourself to see if you've gotten the hang of the problem solving in indices. You can pause the video and try this number 4 by yourself. Okay, so let's start off by simplifying the 3ab raised to the power of negative 3. So we have 4 a cube b just for e cube b times, remember, anytime you have a number, say a to the negative 1 or something like that, it automatically implies 1 over a. So this negative is more like a reciprocal of that number. So in this case, to deal with the negative here, I'll basically be saying 1 over 3 ab. But then I should not forget the power of the cube power outside. So I have a cube outside, and then this is equal to 4 a cube b divided by 1 cube is 1, of course, and then 3 cube is going to be happening here, 3 cube a cube and then b cube. So since we have numbers dividing each other, that will automatically reflect as negative in the powers of a and b. So I'll be having 4 over 3 cube is 27 times a cube minus a cube times b minus b to the power of 1 minus 3, which is equal to 4 over 27 b a cube minus a cube is a 0, which is automatically equal to 1, and then b to the power of 1 minus 3 is b negative 2. So the results or the answer to this problem is equal to 4 over 27 b squared. 4 over 27 b squared, because I've taken the reciprocal of this negative here. Because of this negative, I took the reciprocal of b. So the result is now 44 over 27 b squared. You can also try this one yourself, see how it works out. So we'll be doing the same thing here. We have 18 divided by 3, and then 10 and 10 is the same base number. Their powers are going to be subtracting each other since I'm dividing the two numbers. So this is 10 raised to the power 3, and this is ultimately equal to 18 over 3 times 10 to the power of 7 minus 3, which is equal to 18 divided by 3 is 6 times 10 raised to the power 4. So that's the answer to this problem. You can share this video, like, and subscribe to your friends that need it. You can like this video, subscribe to the channel. It helps really much. It helps very much. And share with your friends that need the content. Thank you.